5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mally.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Thank you for being here, and thank you for tuning in and joining us on this journey. Listen, guys, this is about to be a great episode. It's going to be a very serious episode.
Come on.
Right? But I'm looking forward to it. Before we get into... Because honestly, 2021 just started, and I know it's a lot of people out there wishing 2022 would come already.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what people do when the shit gets a little testy. Yo, you know what's funny? I was actually thinking about this. Do you think, like, say 2021 was this crazy year? That's what everyone said. 2021 was a crazy year. Do you think we've just been spoiled and it wasn't that crazy? I'm sure niggas in Afghanistan right now is not saying 2021 was a crazy year.
Oh, yeah. But if it's American speaking, then it is a crazy year. But if it's talking worldwide, nah. I'm pretty sure motherfuckers in Chirac and Iraq, you know.
Chirac and Iraq. But so
I say that
to say this. I don't think 2021 was that crazy. I think we're just spoiled.
I think you said 2021?
2020.
You say we are spoiled?
Yeah, I think we're spoiled.
Of course we are, you know, but it's not the norm. So when you get something different, you're going to react off of what you used to have. Think about when someone goes rich to broke, you know, or a girl goes from having, you know, a rich gentleman to a broke gentleman. Right. She might act spoiled.
That's poor pussy management right there. But we're not here for that. Yo, by the way, shout out to all the females who have fake asses, but they know it look fake. That's probably such a great mental battle to have to battle every day. You leaving the house knowing that shit you about to flaunt in niggas' face is fake. And you know we think it's fake. But you hoping that we're so animalistic that we're still going to want to smash. And by the way, we do.
I ain't comment on that, Nick. That was clever, though. Because, like, if you really think about it, she got to wake up and know her shit look fucked up. It look fake.
Bro, they know that. You see your ass more than I do. And I can see that shit looks ridiculous, bitch. You have a breast on your ass. That's what it looks like. That shit poke like a breast. That shit do not look like no fucking
don't poke
butt.
like no breast, bro. Poke like a brick.
Look like a brick. Hard as hell. The jeans don't even know how to handle that.
They don't.
But as I said, I'll still smash. You know what I mean? If Malcolm was single, maybe. But Malcolm is married. Malcolm's been married for a long time now. Very long time. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to bring down the tone of the
This dude, bro.
This nigga is 23 and he's married. But before we get started on the fucked upness of the country, I honestly, bro, I was really heartbroken this week. My hero, someone tried to come at my hero.
Who tried to come at your hero? Who was your hero?
Andrew Shultz. You know I respect Andrew.
Yeah.
So, you know, Andrew dropped his Netflix special. It's called Shultz Saves America.
Yes.
And it was his big thing. Like, honestly, bro, I've been a fan of Andrew Shultz for a long time. Probably like going on 6 or 7 years now. When he really didn't have a name. Like, I didn't even know he did stand-up comedy. And now today, he's literally one of the biggest stand-up comedians in the country. Mm-hmm. I remember there was a time on the podcast, Charlamagne was like, bro, you need to tell people that you do stand-up comedy. I don't think these people know that you're a stand-up. I think people just knew him from Guy Code, Girl Code, and the podcast, right? And now to see him on the scene as one of the biggest podcasters and the biggest stand-ups in the world, it's you know what I mean? I feel proud about it, right? It's like seeing your favorite artist blow up when you knew him when he had 100 followers on IG or whatever it may be.
That's a fact.
So he dropped his Shultz Saves America special, and he made it. He's a famous guy now. But this is something me and you should be fearful of if we do ever become big, because people start coming at you, right? You're going to hear a bunch of stories of how Malcolm was a horrible human being, how he's abusive, right? You better pray you and Serena don't break up. You get famous.
This guy got jokes today.
No,
we're gonna let him rock.
Serena gonna come at that ass. But Shorty tried to do it to Andrew Shultz. And honestly, I believe all women. I even believe Ghislaine Maxwell. I believe all women.
You got to. You see what happened to Bill Cosby? You see what happened to Tory Lanez?
Tory Lanez didn't shoot Meg.
Nah, no, I'm just saying.
He came out and said she can't take dick, I think.
Oh, my God.
But him saying something like that made me really believe he didn't do that shit.
But him saying that she can't take dick yet again, he 5'5". You know
we know,
but that's like some bitch saying like you got a small dick, no homo.
Well, no homo. It's that. So Tory Lane has dropped a sex vid.
Oh shit, you seen that?
Yeah, he actually mentioned in one of his songs. You don't see his face, but everyone knows it's him. Mm-hmm. He's hitting it from the back. No homo. He has a sizable penis. All right. Right. By the way,
respect.
Do you get Do you prefer when you watch porn? Do you prefer penises with that are larger?
Nick.
Cause no, this is what bro. This is what Tiger King said. He said every guy is kind of gay because when they look at porn, they kind of prefer a larger penis. Do you not agree?
What's your answer to that?
I would say yes. I don't like watching porn with small penises in it.
I don't even watch that shit.
You don't?
Nah.
That's another story for next day. But Tory Lane said that she said she can't take dick. But which is not surprising because bigger women usually can't.
Oh shit.
That's not a fact? You haven't heard these rumors, Malcolm? Yo, why you leaving me out on the ledge today, bro?
I ain't leaving you out today, bro. You really going in the respect. You know what I'm saying? This nigga like Vlad right now.
No, bro. That's a story around the block. I'm not making this up.
Nah, okay.
Fit girls, plus size women, and I'm guessing tall women that are stallions apparently can't take dick. But where is I going with this?
I don't know.
Oh, I was saying Andrew Shultz. And I want to read to you guys the ridiculous accusations that she brought up on my man. It's honestly very
It's some random.
What do you mean random?
She's a random girl or she's some
So
celeb?
this was his ex-girlfriend that he dated for a little bit. Let me pull it up.
Come on, you know who's in her ear.
Who's in her ear?
Somebody like, yo, he has a lot of money. He did all of this. A lawyer. Because that lawyer want them lawyer fees. Okay. What'd she say, Nick?
So this her post on Instagram, I'm gonna call her name out. It's Sarah Fillups. ITSSARAFILLIPS. Sarah Fillups. Andrew Shultz ex-girlfriend. Beautiful girl, by the way. Andrew, you doing good, my nigga. His current girlfriend is beautiful too. But so she posted, I've been thinking a lot on whether or not I should speak on this. Whenever you're thinking, just shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
We just did a 48 Laws of Power breakdown, law number 4. Say less than necessary. You probably shouldn't say nothing if you contemplating it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that I do now. I'm hoping that if I do now, I can hopefully never speak on it again. And we can leave it in the confines of the dumpster fire year we all had. Look, she want to put this on the year. Mm-hmm. I want to ask those of you who continue to harass me and my loved ones, tag me in posts, send me disgusting messages regarding an ex-boyfriend of mine. Please stop. This has gone on consistently from the end of that relationship nearly 6 years ago. In the last few days, I've been inundated with unwanted comments, messages, questions, presumably related to the decision made by Netflix to release Shultz Saves America, and I have not and will not watch it. But I have seen the backlash it has received. For me, should I read this whole thing?
Yeah, why
not? Are you tuned in right now?
I'm tuned in.
But I'm gonna read it. Fuck it. For me, even opening Netflix on my TV in my own home has been completely triggering.
Triggering what?
I have a way she could solve this.
Tell us.
Get fucking Hulu, bitch. Like what?
Thank you.
Get Hulu. No one cares if you're triggered because your ex-boyfriend is a star on Netflix now.
Why you on Netflix? Sucks anyways.
Netflix
Disney's better.
I haven't had Disney
Disney's
Plus.
About to have the most subscribers by the end of 2021. That's a
really?
fact. Shout out to the master investor Dean.
Wait, they passed out Netflix that fast,
bro? Yes. Disney Plus is hot like that. They got the most subscribers by the end of 2021 to any other platform.
What shows do they have? I've never heard a show.
But they have Nat Geo, stuff. I don't know this off the top of my head.
I think I heard someone talking about this. They have like a package deal where people are just signing up for ESPN other things. Plus, I believe that's Hulu. What it is. Okay, so I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's not really in the same lane as Netflix, because I think Netflix is still going to be the main avenue if you want to watch like a TV show or.
But that's for our age. I think about it. There's a lot of
young
Disney
kids coming up.
So as a parent, are you getting Disney Plus? Yes. So your kid can shut the fuck up.
And it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's It's mediated. You know they're not about to be watching anything crazy.
Exactly.
And that's kind of like what Spotify does, right? They just get a bunch of people to sign up or just go on the app, and eventually you'll tune into everything else that we got. Mm-hmm. That's why they signed Joe Rogan and Joe Budden and all of these guys. So you bring traffic to the site, and then people are going to pay their money. Okay, good shit. Good shit, Disney.
You're going to bust it open.
To see the face of someone who has abused me for years is something I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. I want you to hear the abuse. And by the way, I'm not trying to be like misogynistic. Like literally, bro, I have been raised by all women, right? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to women, but just like if the Democrats or Trump do some dumb shit, I'm gonna call it out. I'm not for one party, and I'm not for one sex. If a woman says some dumb shit, I'm gonna call it out. I am aware that I owe no one an explanation. By the way, I'm gonna just go to the juicy shit.
Yeah.
For years, I was manipulated, controlled, and abused by him. The verbal abuse was constant. I was isolated from my friends. If I wore makeup that he thought was too much, he'd wipe it off my face in public. Is that an issue, Malcolm? Nah, you have a girlfriend. You can think about if you want to say this before. In my past relationship, maybe I'm toxic or not. I don't think my ex-girlfriend is about to go on Instagram and try to out me as being a super abusive person. I've said, listen, I think you're wearing too much makeup. Where the fuck are you going right now? And that's a little bit.
Thanks,
that's
but that's what I meant.
Crazy.
I promise every relationship a man had asked that question before.
Yes,
bro. It has to be someone in her ear telling her, "Yeah, do this." You don't need Netflix. I thought you said get lube at first.
No,
when you said Hulu.
Get Hulu.
I thought you said get lube. Like, yo, yeah, play with yourself, girl. You right there. That's the closest you're gonna get.
That's sick if she turns on Netflix and starts diddling herself to Andrew.
Oh, Andrew, you made it. Come back.
Oh my God, baby. And she has a boyfriend, so her boyfriend walks in. What do you do if
watching it?
Yeah, what do you do if you walking on your girlfriend diddling herself to a past video of an ex and her having sex?
Well, she obviously liked him, so you got to call it quits right there.
What if she's like, I didn't like him. His dick game was just fire, and I'm just like reliving it. Bro. But I'll never cheat on you, babe.
Yeah, that might hurt more than she is. Because she could always watch that.
Word.
But every man has said that to their women. You wearing too much makeup. She's chatting, bro. It don't even seem right. Like, he wiped off my makeup before. Yeah. Like, bitch, come on.
And my thing is, okay, women, please give us your take, right? I know we should not tell you what to wear because this is a woman's body and you guys don't control it, but I forgot who brought it up. It was a great point. When a man and a woman goes out, and let's say you're in Brooklyn, it's just you and your girl. And by the way, I hate going out to certain neighborhoods with just a woman because it feels uncomfortable. Especially if it's a lot of men that I really don't know what they're up to. It's like, bro, if something was to pop off, I can't protect myself and you.
Yeah.
But let's say you're wearing something a little bit provocative where guys will want to hit on you. And a guy hits on you and your boyfriend has to step in like, yo, my man's, she's taken for.
Yeah.
This nigga might try to knock your boyfriend's head off or a bunch of niggas try to knock your boyfriend head off because niggas do shit like that.
Yeah, I think women don't understand that.
And if y'all don't understand that, it's fucking real. I don't think they're stupid, right? If that is the case, me and you need to decide what you wear. Because this is on both of us.
Bitch, you want to see tomorrow?
Yes.
You want me to see tomorrow? Thank you. And no disrespect. Nah, I'm not even gonna say
no,
nothing.
Say it. We can edit it out. Say it, nigga. Let's go.
Say that.
Toxic Mel in the fucking building. Come on, bro.
Nah.
What you wanted to say?
Nah, we gonna gas it up though. We gonna gas it up though.
No, please. I'm not moving on if you don't say it.
I can't say that.
All right, fuck bro. You. But that's just one of the points. If your boyfriend wipes your makeup off, maybe it's a little toxic. Maybe it's a little misogynistic, whatever the trigger words you guys use. But that's nothing to write a fucking post about to call this dude a monster.
You probably deserved it. You look like a fucking clown.
Oh, he said the bitch neck on her face was different color.
Thank you.
Bitch,
He's supposed to wipe it off.
You look like a clown. You look like, imagine he did that shit because he really thought it looked horrible.
But that shit do look horrible.
It do. By the way, men listening to this, I don't even care if your girlfriend is ugly. In your eyes, you think she's the most beautiful girl in the world.
Yeah.
And listen, I know you women do not want to hear this. Your man sees you 99% of the time without makeup. And if he stays with your ugly ass, that means he loves what he sees. Mm-hmm. So when you put that makeup on, it's number one, a lot of men feel offended. It's like, babe, I know what you look like. You're not fooling me. Like, I'm not at dinner looking across the table like, yo, who is this? Yeah. Oh my God. He know what you look like, and he likes the way you look.
Thank you, Nick. Damn, you broke it down to a science.
You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I always used to have arguments with my ex, like, yo, I don't like you look better without makeup in my eyes.
Yeah.
Because you look fucking ridiculous with your makeup on.
You look like a fucking clown.
You look like
next
a clown.
I'm going to wipe the shit off your face and write some shit about me.
But just remember, when you wipe it off your face, you're in for the long run. Because if you break up, she's going to Me Too you.
That's
for
true.
Wiping the makeup off the face.
And your show's just canceled.
You're breaching the rights of the makeup and the face.
Of two-tone different skin colors.
Right. But that's only one thing, right? Let's move on. He'd force me to change before leaving the house if he thought my outfit would get too much attention. Once again, that's the same thing. All men have done that. Maybe it's not 100% right, but if this nigga has to protect you from a dude saying, yo, shorty, your ass is fat, and our toxic masculinity that you guys love to point out acts up, guess who's getting in trouble? Me and you. So this is a joint decision.
And do you want me to be in a hospital and you want you? I'm not even gonna say it.
I'm not even gonna hate you. What do you want to say?
Nah, I can't.
I think I know what you want to say. You in the hospital and homie busting it down. Yo, nah.
Not the homie, but the homies.
The homies. It ain't fun if the homies can't have. Nah, that's fucked up. If a nigga beats you up in front of your girl and then she get that nigga some pussy, that shit is gonna fucking man up.
Yeah.
Rest of his life.
Yeah, bro.
Because you're gonna have to assume he got better dick than you. If he beat you up, you gotta assume he got better dick than you.
Exactly.
And now she don't love you no more. She don't respect you. Come on, let's move on. I'm wilding right now. After being sick for weeks without explanation, I found out he had been using my toothbrush to clean the bottom of his shoes. Now, Andrew, that's a little crazy.
Yeah, you wildin', but
I'm gonna find a way to justify this for the GOAT.
Thank you.
The podcasting GOAT. Have you cleaned your shoes with a toothbrush before?
No, I've never done that before.
You never done that? You haven't seen it done before?
I've seen it done before.
Can you tell that toothbrush has been used to clean a shoe?
Yeah. And he didn't buy you another one?
He didn't buy her another one, but number one.
He bought her another one.
Number one, the bristles had to be fucked up on the toothbrush. Toothbrush had to be discolored. It's Tim's. He had Tim's. He lives in New York City. I know the bottom of that shoes was dirty as fuck. You're just not you're not being observative enough. Yeah. And maybe if you was observing more, you would have understood why he didn't allow you to wear that badass makeup. If you were observing more, you would have seen that your neck and your face was a different color. You were a black woman on your face and a white woman on your neck. You feel me?
But yo, here's the thing though, if you think about it like this, wow. Someone tell her to say the worst shit that ever happened to you. Listen to the shit she's saying though.
Word. She already blew all her bullets. It's like, what else do you have? Bro,
she didn't have no bullets.
Nothing here.
She broke.
Nothing here. Yells. Wow, I gotta rethink the way I view Andrew Shultz.
They don't yell Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Nothing. Yep, this shit don't even. Listen, I don't know what the joke I was about to make. I didn't even have
Samuel
one.
Little some shit.
Word. But none of this is like, if anything, bro, I actually like Andrew Shultz more. Because it's like, when you meet, I've never met my favorite rapper. Pretty soon. As soon as Kodak Black come out of prison, we're going to have him in the studio for the interview. Remember that. You put it out there that it's up there. If it's up there, then it's stuck there.
And if it said it's done.
When you meet your favorite rapper and he's a gangster like he said he was, you're kind of like, oh shit, that's a nigga I fuck with. Andrew Shultz is a retard. This is exactly the type of behavior I expected from him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Using a toothbrush to clean his shoes, forgetting to throw it away, and then his shorty comes and use it. But once again,
And they was joking about it.
They joked about it together with with her family.
That's a fact.
That's what he said. He said, "Bro, like we all knew this. Like me and you was joking around with your family." And I said, "Damn, I feel fucked up. I was a dick." And he's like, "Oh, that's why you were sick." Like all of this stuff was addressed. It's not like this led to the end of the relationship.
Yeah.
And that's the next thing. She's acting like these are the stuff. I have one rule, and maybe once again, women, tell me if I'm wrong. Unless a man is putting his hands on you or somehow literally restricting your actual freedom where you can't walk away from the relationship and is playing some severe mental games on you, anything he does in that relationship, if you continue to date him and you guys reconcile that while in the relationship, when you break up, you cannot go back on that. Mm-hmm. You can't go tell people, oh, look how much of a dick he is. He cheated on me 100 times. That's like Cardi B now in a year. Her and all said break up because of irreconcilable differences, whatever it may be. And then she's like, oh, he was such a dick. He cheated so much. Yeah, Cardi, we all knew and you continuously took him back. You can't talk about that no more.
That shit can't. We all knew.
It's
what shit is canceled.
What do they call when you're like in court and you can't bring up a crime after a certain amount of time?
Not too sure.
Whatever that is, that's what that is.
That's exactly what it is.
This is the last one. On another occasion, on vacation in Aruba, his anger got so out of control that I had to hide from him in the hotel bathroom with the door locked. Soon after, I began having panic attacks, which I'm sorry if that happened to you, almost every night. There are other things that happened during this relationship that I will probably never talk about for the rest of the relationship for my life. You see that? Now that right there, that at the end was what really made me angry. Because now you're putting a cloud over his head that you're not even specifying.
She ain't say that shit. She's not smart enough to say that.
She blew all of her bullets and then she tried to put the cloud of, oh, it's things. This is just the start of it.
Oh, man.
There's things I wouldn't even talk about. When someone says something like that, I immediately start thinking physical abuse, sexual abuse. This is when a woman comes out and says, bro, yo, I've been through some shit I would never talk about. That's what I start thinking about. And this is what, like, if you're going to put that type of cloud over someone's heads, be a fucking woman or a man about it, because you guys want to be men, and say it. Mm-hmm. That's my only thing.
No, ain't much to it, bro. She chatting.
Word, don't ever come at the GOAT like that.
That ass, how dare you?
How dare you, young lady?
You're not going to Bill Cosby, Andrew Shultz.
And by the way, as I said, we believe all women, just not her. I believe Ghislaine Maxwell and everything she says.
Sarah Fillups.
Sarah Fillups. You remember her name. I don't remember it.
It's right here.
But before we get out of here, we still have a lot of time, guys. Don't get too into your emotions. It's gonna be somewhat of a short episode because me and Mal about to go up to Utica and see the guys. Shout out to Anthony and Ryan.
Hey, shout out to Clean Your System. Another Clean Your System promotion. But shout out to the guys, man. We about to be in Utica. I feel so good when I go to Utica. Yeah, it's a relief.
I swear to God, and this is probably blasphemous to say, or maybe not. I feel like I'm going to Trinidad. And by the way, it's not a lot of people out there. You know what I mean? Trinidad is different. My whole family is there. So maybe not strong as of emotion. But like literally when I drive in Utica, bro, it's such a nostalgic feel. It's beautiful.
You like that?
Oh my God, bro. It feels good.
You really like that?
It feels good. Maybe it's a little bit different because now I live in New Jersey and kind of a little suburbs. So maybe for like, I really hate New York City. And usually when I was going to Utica, I would be getting away from the city. So maybe that is why the feelings were always so intense. So maybe it would be a little bit dumbed down because I already do live in a place that's kind of slow and quiet as Utica, but it feels good. And I'm happy I'm going out there.
Yeah, I'm hyped too, man. Can't wait to show the guys.
About to turn up with the guys. And happy birthday to AB. His birthday was yesterday, Thursday, January 8th. Happy birthday to the guy. And Rye's birthday, January the 7th. Yeah. And that's why he wears 7. Is that why it is?
We may have solved the problem.
Look, is that why you wear number 7, bro? Let us know. And Ryan's birthday was on Tuesday, January the 5th. So happy birthday to the guys, and we got y'all with a nice little bottle. Come on, we got a surprise coming for y'all.
Come on.
But the country is in turmoil right now. I'm sure all you guys have heard it. A bunch of MAGA supporters, Make America Great Again. A bunch of Proud Boys, the Patriots as they call them.
How you let the Patriots down?
Wait, say that, Bart. You got to tell people that joke. Come on.
Bro, the reason why the Patriots is so mad is because the Patriots ain't make it to the playoffs since 2008. Nigga, it makes sense.
Break that down, nigga.
Oh, it makes sense. They mad as hell. So they was like, where can I go?
The Patriots ain't make the playoffs, so the Patriots turned up.
A black quarterback ain't lead them to the playoffs. They ain't got the white guy there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they all MAGA fans.
And
so they just took it out on the Capitol.
And you know Brady is a MAGA fan, right?
Exactly. And they trying to fill a spot with a black guy. And they feel some type of way because they ain't go to the promised land.
Wow. We just figured. Tell people again. So they try to replace Tom Brady with a black man, and the Patriots was not having it. So they stormed D.C. They had to throw it back like a CD. You went to prison with a tight end, came out with a wide receiver. That's a TE. Come on, son. All right, we wildin'. Come on, we there. Yo, we great minds, yo. We would be philosophers. Man. If we were born in the 1800s, we would be philosophers.
On, man. Selling ideas like a motherfucker.
It would be called Nick and Malism.
Yes.
Or Malinickism. I think our names always sound better when my names come first.
Or just the Nick and Mal.
Nick and Mal.
Nick and Mal beliefs.
Nick and Mal beliefs. But yeah, so the Trump supporters stormed the Capitol building. I was a little offended. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to the #1 fan of the Nick and Mal show. You know who that is.
Come on.
Motherfucking the Jamaican sensation. Bradley. I forgot Bradley. Boom, boom. Big up. Mad Jamaican beef patties and
jerk chicken.
Mad Jamaican beef patty vibes when I talk to the sicker Bradley.
Jerk chicken.
Rasta pasta in the face ass.
Oxtails. Jerk chicken.
But so I haven't even told you about this. So Bradley hit me the night everything was happening, and he was like, I'm going to read you guys the actual text. I'm going to ask Bradley if it's okay. And if he said it's not okay, then I'm going to take it out. But, oh, damn. And we was having a long-ass conversation because no funny shit, I wanted to beat him up. He hit me. He was like, let me guess, you're going to try to defend the terrorists. Talking about the guys that stormed the Capitol building, because it's not if you guys have been tuning into the show, I've had somewhat of a like for Donald Trump. I wouldn't even say it's love. I kind of fuck with how Donald Trump mixed up the political game. I kind of hated the way left-wing media just blatantly and egregiously like try to manipulate us, and that's how I feel. This is just my opinion. Maybe you guys don't agree with it, but Bradley doesn't agree with it. Maybe you don't agree with it. But one thing I am is an objective person. And I think that's what I really try to get across when I was actually saying that I fuck with Trump, is because I know for me, I should be absolutely non-objective when it comes to anything Trump. I should absolutely hate him because I'm black. And I guess that's what I try to get away from. You know what I mean? Like, I can look at this dude and find good in him no matter what mainstream media or whatever you guys say, however you guys view me. Because I'm Nick Johnson. I'm myself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And Bradley hits me, he's like, yo, so you're going to try to defend the terrorists? And I'm like, bro, you tripping right now. Like, you're tripping if you think I'm going to defend motherfuckers who stormed the Capitol building and put people's lives in actual danger.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And you know me. I mean, I don't know if you think I was going to be with that, but that's not the person I am.
Nah, you changed a little bit. So I knew that wasn't you.
What do you mean I changed a little bit?
Changed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You opened up. You started to understand people's ideas, understand what was really going on.
As far as the politics goes?
Yeah.
But even before that, I wouldn't have been okay with this.
Yeah, that's a big fact.
Just like I wasn't okay with, and I'm not comparing it to, I wasn't okay with Black Lives Matter protesters or Black Lives Matter protesters, quote unquote, looting. Because those are just selfish motherfuckers. And that's the same thing with these Trump people that stormed the building. Listen, bro, I understand if you feel like the election was rigged, right? It's on Trump because Trump is blatantly lying. I'm going to say he's blatantly lying, right? That the election was rigged because even when I heard him talk, I was like, bro, maybe there's some truth to this. But there has been no legitimate evidence produced. So I'm going to assume that you're lying.
That's what I'm saying. He told everyone come on this boat.
Yeah.
And we go into the middle of the fucking ocean and another boat coming, but a yacht coming for me. But y'all motherfuckers gotta figure it out.
About to drown.
Y'all gotta go figure it out.
Great analogy. He drug niggas out to the middle of the sea, knowing his big ass yacht about to come in. Y'all niggas are stuck in the middle of this water, right? And please remind me to talk about the speech. And that's exactly what that speech was. That's exactly what that speech was. But what was I saying before this? What was I saying?
Well, you gonna defend the Patriots? Showing patriotism.
Yeah, I'm never going to defend those guys, right? I'm never going to defend those guys because what they did was undefendable, right? And as you know, people died, bro. Like, people actually lost their lives, and the shit was sad, right? I think one lady who was... Oh, this is what I was going to say. I wouldn't support Black Lives Matter protesters when they did that, and I'm not going to support anyone being selfish and rushing the building. And this is what I was saying. Donald Trump blatantly lied, and that's why everything is on him. And that's why I'm denouncing Donald Trump. I don't think he should ever be president again. And that's just my belief. But I'm going to tell you what actually happened and what he actually did. But those people protesting and saying, yo, the election is fucked up, I do not blame them. Because that is a leader, and a leader's job is to lead. Right? The country is really just little kids. All of our mentality when it comes to politics are very caveman-like. It's very it's very instinct-based. If your leader is telling you this, follow, because back in the day, before we were a developed society, if you didn't follow your leader, you would die.
No cap, but it's funny to look at it now.
In the military, if you don't follow your leader, everyone dies. And that's burnt in deep into our DNA. So when Donald Trump says, yo, we've been cheated, I understand all the MAGA motherfuckers, believe what you want to believe about them being racist or not, are going to ride with that. And unfortunately, people died. Yeah. A cop died. A Capitol police officer died from injuries. I don't think he got shot or anything like that.
Nah, motherfuckers was swarming. That shit was scary. So I seen the multiple cops right here, right? And bro, these people just started marching, bro. But it's you know how, if you've been to a concert, you know how when motherfuckers start pushing from the back, you just feel it. Bro, that's what they was doing. They was pushing from deep. Bro, I kid you not, I just see a cop. Bro, this like all the cops right here, they go like this, bro. I just see one cop and motherfuckers just surrounding the one cop. I'm like, oh yeah, it's over. And that's probably what happened to him. It's over. It's over. He
probably got stampeded.
It's over, bro. It's too late.
A woman got shot. A white woman who was I think like a 15-year vet. And I mean, a lot of people are not going to say it, but I feel sorry for her. Yeah, she did some shit that was wrong, but I don't think she thought she was going to lose her life. I don't think her personally was there to hurt anyone. Once again, mob mentality. She was with it. She was emboldened by her leader, who was wrong for giving them that type of thing. And she went there, and as a bold woman, she was in the military. I'm sure she has a very strong personality and believes in protecting democracy. And if she actually feels democracy is at stake right now, she actually feels like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris cheated, I can understand why she is so emotionally attached to that.
Is she a superhero if they did cheat?
1,000%. I was actually thinking about that. Once again, I denounce Donald Trump. I could say retroactively that I liked a lot of the things that he did, but with what happened is sometimes you got to draw a line.
Now he wilded out.
And once again, please remind me to go back to the speech that he gave, because it sums everything up. It really does sum everything up. When you cross the line, sometimes you just got to be like, bro, I don't care about anything else you do. If you have a girlfriend and she's the greatest thing in the world and she cheats, baby, I'm sorry, it's over.
Yeah.
It is OVA. It is over. Word up.
Word.
So, yeah, once again, I feel sorry for that lady. I feel sorry for her family. She was doing something wrong. And this is cliche to say, but yes, if that was a group of black people, a lot of motherfuckers was getting shot.
Oh, it was a massacre.
And that's just based on how people view black people as a threat. That would have happened. The cops would be like, what the fuck is this? They would have started shooting people. The guy who was setting up the cameras for us, he told us that the Puerto Ricans tried that a while ago, and a bunch of them got killed. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
But I think there's also reports that it was an inside job, which is an interesting take on it.
But of course, it could be, Nick, and I'm not gonna be the conspiracy theory on it. The reason why is because when I went on Trump Twitter, see, Trump was very quiet. I'm like, come on, bro, you dead.
He got suspended, no?
Nah, I don't know, but he was very quiet.
He got suspended
because he had 2 other tweets that did get flagged about Twitter. And then they suspended I didn't see them shits.
I think Twitter suspended him, Jack Dorsey. That's the owner of Twitter, right?
Yes.
And then Mark Zuckerberg banned him like a few hours after.
But I can't wait to the speech. But where was I going with this? I lost my train of thought.
Wait, what? You were saying he was quiet on Twitter.
Yeah, he's very quiet on Twitter. But he just led people to the well. I really lost my train of thought.
Right.
You know?
But yeah, man. He definitely, once again, this is all on Trump.
Yeah.
Trump takes the brunt of the blame for everything because.
Oh, here's what I was gonna say. Because when I went on his Twitter, and I'm like, okay, I need to see what people on the right side are actually saying about this. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then like I seen some act. That's the first time I seen the word people want to use the word patriot now. Motherfuckers is patriots now. That's what
they were using?
Motherfuckers is just patriotism, bro. That's what they using.
But once again, this is both sides are just going to roll with their sides.
Yeah,
no
that shit is so
involved is dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous.
I think once again, I'm going to tell y'all about a great Joe Rogan joke because this dude is so fucking smart. He was like, listen, if Alexander Hamilton and one of them was to come to 2020 or 2021, the year we're in right now, he'd be like, y'all niggas didn't write any new shit? Y'all still following laws that we had when we was writing shit. We couldn't write nothing at night because we didn't have electricity. I had to write this shit next to a candle, right? And niggas wrote, freedom for all. Go get me some water, nigger. Like, these are the laws that we're still following. That's a Dave Chappelle joke. Right? No. But the media is so strong today, I think that we do need to write new laws for how CNN, how Fox, and these places operate. But go ahead. What you saying?
That's true. So I was on the Twitter. I'm like, all right. And I called you. I'm like, yo, Nick. That's why one of y'all did because I wanted to see if you were with it or not. And I'm like, all right, I need to see the opposite side because no matter what you search, I feel like you're getting Democratic views on it. You're getting far left views. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to be like that because at the end of the day, far right, far left, any type of media, they use those trigger words that make you believe this and believe that. So I'm like, I'm not with that. I need to see both sides. So I'm going in it. If people are like, oh, this is not Trump people, this is Antifa. And then they started showing a dude that had the tat on his chest, the Antifa tat, I believe, with the something like fucking animal on his head as a hood. He was Antifa. The other dude's Antifa. Okay, yeah, it could be Antifa, but we know majority of the people were MAGA people.
But Antifa is part of the MAGA community. I don't even understand what the point they're trying to make.
I didn't even know that, Nick. So thank you for telling me that. But that's what people on Twitter were like. This is not MAGA. This is not Trump supporters. This is Antifa that did this whole thing. I'm like, okay, I guess it's Antifa. It makes sense, Antifa, to start something because we said it too with the riots, the Black Lives Matter riots. It was like, oh, Antifa started it.
Also, maybe Antifa is not MAGA. I think it's QAnon is MAGA and Antifa is a far left.
Antifa is the far left extremist group.
Is that really what they said?
Bro, people are saying it. They love this dude, bro. They love him so much. And I feel bad because he really led them to the well. It was like, yo, there's mad fishes here, bro. We could all eat.
So that's definitely what they did. And Trump has been, since the day he lost, he's like, I want you guys to gather January 7th when they're about to confirm Joe Biden's election. You remember a few weeks ago I came in and I said I see what Donald Trump's plan is. His plan is to get the electoral vote to not go in his favor because people could control that. They could be a rogue voter. They don't have to vote for the person that won the state. And I thought that was the actual basis of the the first electoral college vote, but apparently it has to be certified, which is what happened yesterday. So I was a little bit off. It had to be certified yesterday. And that was his date. That was his D-Day where everything is going to come to a head. And now to the speech. And the speech is why I'm really, really honestly disgusted. I need to hear this. Thank you. Speech is why I'm disgusted. So Donald Trump released his speech last night, right? and it might have been last night or this morning. And basically, this is the first time, Malcolm, the first time you ever heard Donald Trump speak. Because he's being genuine. He's saying the things that should be said, like, guys, we lost the election. You guys should stand down.
He did not say that.
I swear to God, he's saying whoever was in that building was a criminal. That was against American law. You guys should all be charged and put in prison.
Did he say for 10 years?
He didn't say a time.
Oh, okay. Because I did watch a little bit. I had seen him say 10 years. I don't know.
He said 10 years?
I don't know.
He basically was shit. This is the first time I've heard him say anything remotely objective when it comes to his people, something that he caused, and MAGA people. He was objective. And I knew why that was. Donald Trump didn't think he could win this election all along. You know what he did? He flexed his muscle. This is what I could do. This is what I could make happen. My base loves me so fucking much. I am the strongest politician in the land, which he is. I'm going to give him his clout. He is the strongest. Biden couldn't do that.
No, bro.
Biden could not mobilize those people flying from one state to the next with intent of storming the Capitol building, right? So when I seen Donald Trump being more of a person that I've ever seen, I said, wow, this guy played a dirty game. He played a fucking dirty game. He riled up a bunch of people, right? 6 years ago, or he's probably been studying the political landscape for the past few decades. And he's seen that in their minds, another black community was being created. And that black community was white people thinking that they were not treated fairly, they were taken advantage of, they were given unfair chances because of, what do they call that, affirmative action. You're giving my spot in the school to a black man just because he's black?
He's the mascot, Nick.
He's a mascot.
The Republican Party study that. But we need the face.
The only reason I don't agree with that is because so many, career politicians don't agree with Trump.
But even before then, or you want to say now?
Now.
You know
because
why?
He took it above and beyond.
Exactly. You know why, Nate?
Yeah. You're right.
They wanted that though.
Yeah, you're right. They that.
Come on.
Not a lot of Republicans spoke out against Trump.
Think about if there was no one not like Trump going against the Democratic Party. And what's going on right now? Come on. And that's funny, right? None of them was speaking against Trump, and some of the top Trump officials are. I know the Minister of Education, a lady, I think her name is Betsy DeVos, she stepped down. And I'm looking at it like, bitch, are you, you think anyone is about to be fooled by this ridiculous act of trying to be sincere? Oh, he's taking it too far now. Is this where Donald Trump has taken it too far? Not calling black, when the NBA was protesting, calling them sons of bitches, or been riling up this racial tension that he didn't create, but he definitely put the dye on the racism because it's been there. Now you're stepping down when you know you're only going to be in that position for 10 more days. Like, you think you're making some grand statement? Yeah, she is to the other, the whole government. She is. She playing it safe.
She's playing it safe, but nobody's buying that bullshit. Betsy DeVos, you are a fucking clown. This is the same. Trump hasn't changed.
Hasn't changed.
He
has changed. He said they did wrong.
What do you mean?
The people that went to the Senate are wrong, or the Capitol are wrong.
I think it was a plan. As I said, I think this has been Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump is just a very smart person, a very tactical person, and he was playing a role. I think him taking all these cases to court and making it seem like wrong was just to rile up a base, was to make a lot of people feel like, listen, we were cheated, so get angry about it and become emotionally invested. And just remember, one of the things he said in the speech, we did everything we could do to overturn this election. Well, you damn right did, but I think you planned on doing that just so you could say that. Just so you can say that. Because this is the thing politicians do. It was this, no. It's just this white guy, right? This white guy, he's the first one that stood up and denounced Biden and the Kamala administration, saying that they didn't win. You know what they caught him doing? He, in the face of fear for all the senators, thinking people are barging in here trying to kill them. He made sure to go outside of the chamber, walk in front, and take a picture with his hands up because he has goals on running for president in 2024. And that is going to be his photo op that said, I was here with y'all. I was here with y'all. I was defending all this shit. I'm the one who spoke up and said it when everybody was scared. When Mike Pence was scared. When everybody else was scared. I stood up because I fuck with y'all. Right? And maybe Donald Trump is too old for run to president now. I'm going to take it over.
He sold his soul.
He sold his soul for it. He sold his soul for it.
But Trump need to go to jail though.
I don't think he's going to go to jail.
He's not going to go to jail. People love him so much. Do you think like, because look, because we look at it as like, yo, no funny though, if you really a real MAGA fan, like your homeboy left you out was like, yo, shorty, you busters do have one time, I'm going to make you a lot of money. I'm going to protect you. Oh. Right? So shorty went on the street with Donald Trump.
You talking about the guy, right?
I'm talking about all these people.
Okay.
And just left them butt naked like, nah, I'm not coming back to come get you.
You talking about Donald Trump not coming back to come get you?
Yeah. I left you out here naked.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
like, if you really a MAGA fan, how do you feel? Because this is how we portray it. It's like
they don't know that Donald Trump fucked them over. I'm speaking from a smart person's perspective.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I'm a smart person, motherfuckers.
Thank you.
But
it only makes sense, bro. If you're not really, because we not on the ideology of far left and far right. We not like that. You understand what I'm saying? Well, me, I try to be in the middle. Yeah, I try to absorb information from both sides. You understand what I'm saying? But like sometimes I just be dealing with stupid people on this side, so I get over here. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But I try to absorb knowledge of both sides, and I'm like, is this morally right? Nah, because like people are gonna die, bro. If you working in that Capitol, you in the fear of your life. No matter who it is, somebody's gonna get killed.
And some people did.
Some people did get killed. But it only makes sense that this homeboy, the way he's reacting now, and he came out and said all that stuff. That's what he did.
And by the way, there were just to the point of people being in danger. There were cops who were staunch Trump supporters in the Capitol building. That because all law enforcement kind of support Trump because especially what happened in 2020 with the Democrats basically turning their backs on all law enforcement and riding with the message of defund the police, which is not really what they meant, but they know that that's what the masses was going to take it as. And the cops like, yo, what the fuck? Defund us, bro? We defend y'all motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. Right? What? All the Democrats that was in the Senate that was in the Capitol building, we defended y'all, but y'all want to defund us, whatever. Mm-hmm. All cops are Trump supporters. Not all cops. A lot of law enforcement are Trump supporters. And apparently a lot of the Capitol Police were kind of with the shits. Right? I think one guy came out and said, they told us to do our thing. The Capitol Police told us to do our thing. One guy was so shocked. He was like, yo, it's weird. It's kind of like they were with us.
Exactly. And this is a problem that on the other side, what black people face is if it was black people, what would happen?
It'd be fucked up.
Even
though I don't like, the only reason why I don't like that is because we honestly don't know. But we have some good ideas.
We got a good percentage amount.
The young man who got killed in front of Burger King when he was wrestling with the cop with the taser, he got killed. But also, if just to be
educated,
no, not educated, just to be the devil's advocate, someone did get killed.
Oh yeah, someone
did get shot when she was trying to breach a certain barrier that they had set up. So I mean, a Trump supporter could say, "Hey, fuck you, black people. We got killed too." A MAGA supporter got killed.
Yeah, but they saying is like, no, it's cool to say this, but to say this like, oh, no small business got affected, which is a fact. No small business got affected. It's only a 1-day event, which is a fact. Those numbers are a fact.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I feel like on our end, we just more mad at Trump for what he did, and how he just raped the people.
But once again, his people don't know they've been raped. They are more emboldened. So I was watching a documentary this week, so funny. And I forgot who the group was that Dylan Roof. It was such a weird name because it was It was German. It was like a Nazi type name, so I don't really remember it. But it started off as a small group, literally with 3 guys in college, right? It was like 5. 2 of the guys, they were all living together. 3 of the guys was in the house at one point, and 2 of them got killed by one of them, right? So that left them with 3, and they had like an online forum, and they were writing all these neo-Nazi takes about how the white man once again is being oppressed in America, and they're giving blacks and other minorities and gays too much rights. So he killed the dude for whatever reason, and he got arrested. And he told them, listen, probably had to change of heart after realizing the fucked up position he was in, and was basically telling them like, yo, this is about to happen. Like, these guys that I'm in the group with, they're about to try to kill people. They're about to try to cause havoc. And the other 2 members of the group, they brought them in, they questioned them, but then they released them because they did nothing. All they have is an online forum, and that guy committed a murder. That has nothing to do with us. They let them go, tracked them, arrested them like a week later on their way to drive to Tennessee with a bunch of guns and stuff in the car. They were about to commit a mass murder wherever it was, right? But Dylan Roof, the guy who walked into the church and killed a bunch of people, he was influenced by that group. And he had a bunch of blogs and social media posts talking about it. And when he killed the people, the group blew up. Because for some reason, when these things happen, the groups get emboldened. And that's what I'm fearful. And number one, that's what I'm fearful about with what happened in the Capitol building. But also, I know that was Trump's plan. I'm going to give y'all the demonstration y'all want and make this more of an emotional issue for you. I'm going to build it up to the point where you're trapped in it. To the point where even if you see where I've fallen in this hole where I'm arguing that I'm arguing is, listen, I'm not racist because I don't fuck with Trump. And then they bring up something and I don't agree with it, but I'm so emotional. I want to say I agree with it. Like, I always want to say, yeah, I fuck with them niggas who stormed the Capitol building. Not because I agree with it, because I'm emotionally invested at that point trying to defend my perspective. And that's exactly what Trump made. Trump emboldened his base. Listen, we are powerful. Think about what a fucking demonstration this is. Think about a little white kid. Your dad was there. Think about, these Southern poor motherfuckers have a lot of kids. These niggas, and another thing,
the New World
poor
order.
Southerns have more kids than rich Northerners. That's not it. I just made that up, but I believe it. I believe it. A dad who was there, who has 10 kids, is passing these stories down to his kids. They're going to become the same type of men when they grow up.
Is this the New World Order?
Come on. I don't know. I don't know what
look
the
at it
fuck
like,
that means.
As in like a flip of change of life. Like, I look at this like, when was the last time you seen, a wide variety of white people protest, march together for something?
Long time.
That's my guess. My guess would be a long time. I
don't
haven't
know.
seen nothing.
Yeah,
but you always seen in history books, just everything in history. It's always been in America. It's always been black people.
Yeah. Until
black people.
At least in modern America, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you though. They feel like a minority, bro.
Yeah.
These racist, fucking stupid cunts. They literally think, and you know what?
Damn.
I'm bagging on them right now. And if one of them see this, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's how they feel about me." I'm even riding with Trump more. Listen, man, I understand you guys have problems just like we do. Black people, you know me. Look at all the episodes prior. I'm not the black person that thinks, woe, it's me and we need everything from the government. Nah. And I do not think you guys are devils. I do not think you guys are evil. Nah. I don't think you guys should be attacked. But understand this. Like, you guys are not a minority. You guys are not under attack. Stop making, and I don't know who was making
they playing the victim card.
Bro, they find a way to make white people in America play the victims. And that's why they feel that way. It's white supremacy is something of extreme insecurities in modern day. Anytime a person is a staunch white supremacist, they feel insecure. They feel like black people are progressing too much, right? Think about this. White people wasn't, slavery.
Well, say white supremacists every time.
White supremacists.
Say something that's correlating to what you're saying. You understand what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Don't say white supremacists don't go to white people.
No. I'm talking about specifically white people who are white supremacists.
Okay, perfect.
White supremacy is a very insecure thing to even be a part of.
Yeah.
Right? And the reason why it's on the rise and the reason why Trump, I don't know if Trump studies people, but the reason why Trump realized there was a void is because these people were becoming increasingly insecure. Their jobs were being given to immigrants. Look at the things they complain about.
Because they uneducated people.
Yes, they know they're uneducated. They've seen a black man be the fucking president, but I'm a white man in Alabama and I can't get out of this fucking trailer.
How dare the government not make me feel empowered?
1,000.
And be a night rider.
And even as idiotic that sounds to us, maybe it's not idiotic to them, right? Maybe life is all perspective. Maybe they are fucked up. Maybe they are being marginalized. Who am I to say? But I just know that the path that you guys are taking to solve it are wrong. And you guys have allowed Trump to manipulate you for the past 6 years. And maybe why I fuck with Trump is because I know I haven't been manipulated by Trump. I'd say I fuck with Trump not because I somehow agree with his ideologies. No. It's for something completely. He's entertaining, and he switched up the political game.
On your head, Todd. He just showed you how dumb you are. Majority of the people.
Dumb, the stupid.
Are you dumb?
But once again, life is about perspective. They don't feel like they're being idiotic. They don't feel like they're being taken advantage of. Word, bro.
Nah, it's a fact, bro. But it's sad and it's funny.
That's a fact. But listen, yo, we honestly could talk about this shit for forever. I want to get out of here soon. What time is it?
It's 4:30.
4:30. We've been potting for a minute. So shout out to Rapheal Warnock, first black senator in Georgia history. He's actually the reverend of the Great Ebenezer Church in Atlanta. And as I said, he's just been elected senator of the state. And his election is very symbolic, is very historical for multiple reasons. Number one, he heads a church that was once headed by the great Martin Luther King. Right? Martin Luther King was the pastor of that Ebenezer Church in Atlanta, and he became the pastor of it. And he actually, bro, he loved Martin Luther King for a very long time. He actually went to Morehouse, which was a college Martin Luther King went to, just to be in his footsteps. He's a guy who's always studied Black history, and he's always been to it. He loved Minister Louis Farrakhan, which they actually tried to use against him because Minister Louis Farrakhan is not very popular, especially in Republican circles.
No, it's not. But he's banned from social media, right?
Every social media.
Yeah.
And he doesn't give a fuck.
You know.
Because he's still as powerful as can be. And he's still getting through to the people that wants to hear him. You know what I mean? And number one, he's only the 11th black senator in U.S. history, which seems kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Famous Barack Obama and Miss Harris, Kamala Harris, I think was number 9 and number 10. So it hasn't been a lot of us. Even that sounds kind of crazy to me. Like, we don't even have 10 black senators in U.S. history. And as I said, he's the first one in the South. He's the first black senator in any southern state, any former Confederate state. Sorry, guys, we had to take a quick intermission. So, yeah, as I said, he's the first black senator in any southern state. And what the fuck do I want to say? Number one, that's big. But specifically, Mal, I was trying to tell you this. Specifically for the runoff election, right? The fact that he won the runoff election, bro, was really, really big. So, I mean, I love to do research. So, I'm like, why is there a runoff election? Like, what sense does this make? Right? And if you guys don't know, runoff election is only used in 2 states in general elections, Georgia and Louisiana. And that's because there was this racist guy. I forget his name. He lost an election to a black man, I think in 1875 or somewhere around there.
I think it was recent.
No.
More recent than that.
Yeah, it probably was in
the 1900s. Bro.
It was
not early. It was a clip like 1960s.
The guy died in 2002. So yeah, definitely not in the 1800s. I'm chatting. Yeah. Like maybe mid 90s or somewhere around there. And he lost to a black guy. And he said the reason why he lost is something called Negro block voting. Because at the time, black people were still very unified, and they all voted for, like in state elections and local elections, they all voted for the black candidate if there was one. because you're black, you guys know the struggle. You guys are probably all from the same community. You all are going to vote for one person, and you would have like 4 or 5 white people on that ticket, and they would split all the white votes. So even though white people are the majority in that state or that city or that town or whatever, the black person would win because all the black person voted for him, and the majority white vote are now split among 6 people. And he was like, this is unfair. This is unfair because how are we going to have a city, state, town, whatever, run by someone who the majority of people does not agree with? Which is, I'll be honest with you, it kind of makes sense. If you don't put it in the racial terms, it makes sense. Like, somehow this guy that everyone, 90% of the people would not vote for, ended up running because of Negro block voting. So the guy, he implemented that system, and it really fucked up all the voting power black people had. And it was literally meant for a black candidate to have a lot of votes, the second white candidate to move into basically a sudden death of elections where they go against each other. The white candidate always won because now all the white people are voting for that one candidate and the black guy has no chance of winning. What's so symbolic is that that's the exact type of matchup that this year's runoff election in Georgia created. A black man, Rapheal Warnock, versus Kelly Loeffler, a white woman. And he fucking won. You know what I mean? That was amazing to me.
Oh, it was.
It's
How
like,
it was race incentive. It was a racist decision made for the runoff.
to be racist.
And Georgia ran off with it. It was like, okay, this makes sense. So we're going to keep it going because they could have easily stopped it. Georgia kept it going. And it happened. And we noticed the numbers of minorities to white people in Atlanta, right?
Yes.
The whole city.
Georgia,
the whole state.
Georgia.
The whole state of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And he won.
And that's why I said in a short article I wrote, I was like, it may point to the fact that the morals of Southerners from former Confederate states are changing, that a lot of them would vote for a black senator. Mind you, a lot of people don't think that racism still exists. This is the fucking first black senator in the state's history. In any southern state. He's the first senator in any southern former Confederate state. Yeah. And it's 2021.
Imagine if MLK never got assassinated.
Word, bro.
You know?
1,000%. He probably would have
MLK would have been the president, easily.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, easily. They had to get rid of him. We're not on that, but you understand what I'm saying?
That's a great conversation. I want to do some research. I don't know if the country was ready for that back in the day.
That's why they got rid of him. JFK was going to allow it, bro.
Word.
They got rid of JFK. They got rid of the Kennedy brothers that would allow it. Robert Kennedy allowed the first black to go to Ole Miss. They got rid of them, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said, bro, maybe the mindsets of the Southerners are changing. But one thing for sure is that black people have overcome an obstacle purposely put in our place to stop our, you know what I mean, our political power, and we overcome it. And I think that's something that needs to be commended. I think that's something that we need to cheer on, and that's something that we need to make a bigger deal of. I'm probably gonna make we need to post something about this on the show, because it's one of those little nuanced things that I think is very, very fucking big for the black community and how resilient black people are. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry if this was a serious episode, but we had some serious shit to talk about.
Come on, the world need this.
You know what I mean?
Especially from the eyes of Nick and Mal.
So shout out to Raphael Warnock. Shout out to Jon Ossoff, because both Democratic senators won in the state of Georgia, and now Biden, as we said a few episodes ago, we on your motherfucking ass, nigga.
Yeah, we on that
you got
ass.
the Senate. You better make shit happen, bro. You know what I mean? And maybe I'll be a fan of you and your beautiful vice president at the end of this all, right? But for now, we got beef. You feel me? Now I'm on that ass. But that's all we got for y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning into the Nick and Mal Show. We about to head to Utica and have a great weekend, and we're going to let y'all know how it was next week. We got Nick Falzone. We got Uncle Jack in the motherfucking building. This is probably going to be the best Nick and Mal Show ever.
Oh, man, we need the streets need this.
The streets need this, and the streets going to get it. Nick and Mal Show, we out, baby.
Split out.
Bow. Yep. Ever told on a nigga? No. Ever squeezed the trigger? Yep. Ever set a nigga up? No. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck? You a sap?